I got the Rams 31-27 because you know what, Skip? The Cowboys will probably show up for a quarter two. That's normally what they do. They probably take the opening drive and march right down the field. And if they were to do that, you already know what happens after that. Then they go the next 2.5 quarters and they do absolutely nothing. Or one of two things are going to happen. They're going to do the first scenario, what I just mentioned, or they do absolutely nothing for like 3.5 quarters. Your guy mounts a valiant effort. You say what a warrior he is. Your guy didn't quit, but they lose. They're going to lose 31-27. The Rams going to be right back in the wild card hunt, and you guys will be on life support. And then guess what? Walk it to them. We'll walk over there politely and pull the plug next week.
Interesting and boring, but predictable from you. So, I have an announcement to make.
What?
The Dallas Cowboys are going to win this football game. I am not here to bet any due on it. I am not guaranteeing it. I'm just telling you, I believe with all my heart and soul, right here, right now, they are going to win this football game.
Give me the...
What is up, you guys? Clash of the Horns with another video. The Rams versus the Cowboys on Sunday. Today's Saturday, so hopefully I get the video up by today. Just quick thoughts about this game. I actually feel very confident that we'll beat the Cowboys. It's mainly two things. It's our coaching. With the players that we have, we do a lot more than what they have. And I think the Cowboys have generally a decent team. They do have a good team on paper, but their coaches suck. Jason Garrett is trash. I don't know how to put it. I think that their players don't believe in their coaches, and that leads into the field. I think there's maybe some other issues they might have be going on in that team, and they might need a coaching change and philosophy change and maybe even an owner change. I think that team, even though they have a lot of talent, they're not that good. So that's one. And another thing is they're not driven. The Rams look like a team that's on a mission to make the playoffs. I think most of them were like, you know what, we were in the Super Bowl last year. We have fairly similar players still on the team. Like, we should be a playoff team. And unfortunately, they have to be in the hardest division, and the Cowboys happen to be in the easiest division. So that's not, necessarily fair, but that's just how the league rules are. That's just how the league is. So that's one way of, giving yourself more driven to win this game is, okay, we're going to go and beat a division leader of another division. And we should be in the playoffs. And maybe after the Rams beat them, the league just looks at this and go, you know what, we should make changes. Like, it is not fair that a good team like the Rams don't make the playoffs. But that's just how it is right now. And I totally don't think the league should change it just to make us happy as Rams fans. I mean, the rules are rules. Like, we had our chances, I think, in 2010 to make the playoffs, and we ended up losing to the Seattle Seahawks. So, and then we haven't made the playoffs until, 2017? So it was a good 7-year span that we didn't see the playoffs because we didn't win in 2010. So I don't think it's right to change it. I mean, rules are rules. That's just how it is. I get it. But I can also see the injustice because a team like the Rams didn't make the playoffs. If that were to happen, we still got to win games. There's a 98% chance if we win out with 11-5, we'll make the playoffs. But if we lose one game, our chances are diminished by a lot unless everyone else starts losing games. You know what I mean? So we got to win games we're supposed to win. But talking about the game itself, I think if the Rams just focus on stopping the run, make them one-dimensional, and force Dak to beat us, I think we win this game. I think Dak is a pretty decent quarterback. I just don't think he is a, Aaron Rodgers type of QB that can make those throws and force wins just simply with his arm. I also don't think, Jared Goff is that type of quarterback. I think he's a great quarterback. I just don't think he can win games just by himself, single-handedly. And, let's say that Todd Gurley ends up with 40 yards. Like, he's not going to throw for 300 and something yards, 400 and something yards. That's just not possible. You should not put your quarterback in that position. That's a lot of handle. So I think if the Rams just simply get Todd the ball and just run it. West Coast power offense that they've been kind of doing now, since their team's kind of changing. I actually like the fact that we're kind of like a West Coast power offense, because now we're pushing teams back. Like, we're out muscling teams and forcing, good yard gains for Todd Gurley. We used to be a flashy team. Now we're like a muscle team. Just notice the way that we're running the football. We're just muscling it in there. We got Malcolm Brown, too, is also a pretty good running back. So, to tell you guys the truth, I'm starting to like this offense because we're punching teams in the mouth. We were punching Seattle. We were moving around the Ravens, but they were just scoring to the point where our defense wasn't doing anything. So we didn't really have a chance. I'm actually afraid of playing the Ravens because I think they match up very well against the Rams, and they did. But the Cowboys don't. They aren't made of the same, stuff. They don't have that fight in them right now. And, the Rams offense is looking pretty damn good. We got receivers that can catch. We got a defense that can make plays and turn the ball over and stop the run. Like, they're doing everything. As of right now, I think Aaron Donald and Michael Brockers are top 10 when it comes to stopping the run. And then, obviously, you already know that Aaron Donald is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen. And maybe you can say in history, one of the best. So he's doing a fantastic job inside the pocket, inside the front seven. And then you got Fowler, Clay Matthews making plays. Okoronkwo is getting in there. Ebukam is getting a sack. He got a sack on Lamar Jackson. The only one that touched Lamar that game is Ebukam. Sorry, I don't want to piss him off either. He did something on Twitter that was pretty funny, but. The defense is playing great. Offense is playing good. We just have to stay focused and win games we should be winning. That's just my opinion, you guys. I think the Cowboys are just badly coached. I think no one believes in Jason Garrett. I think some of the players are giving up on the season. To tell you the truth, there's no way they should be getting beat like that. Unless the teams that they're losing to are so good. The Bills are a punch you in the mouth type of team. They're playing good football. Chicago's hungry. The Cowboys can't beat teams that are hungry or a team with a winning record. That's simply it. So they're going to have to go and beat the Eagles to make it in the playoffs. And the Eagles aren't going to be happy either, because whichever team wins, they're going to have to host the nine. They might have to host a team like the Vikings, the Rams. What's another team? A wild card team that's possibly in the NFC. As of right now, it's Seattle, the Vikings, and the Rams. So, how many games? How do you think they're gonna fare against those teams that are 8-5, 8-4, 9-4, 9-3? They're not gonna make it far. So, I'm just saying, the Rams just win your games. Don't worry about anything else. Win your games, and you should be fine. And the Rams are a scary team. To me, they're scarier than the Seattle Seahawks, and they're scarier than the Vikings, to tell you the truth. I think the Niners deserved their division as of right now. They've been playing some damn good football. They beat the Saints in their house. The Saints are still a pretty decent team. The Packers are leading divisions there. I think they're their second weakest, and then the Cowboys are leading their division. So, the Rams are going to be scary. I think they'll be the scariest wild card team, but we'll see what happens. I'm just focused on the Cowboys right now. If we don't destroy them, I think we win by a touchdown. But if I had to have it my way, honestly, I think the Rams will win 30-14. That's just how I feel. I think they'll win by 2 touchdowns. I just want to see how this offensive line kind of keeps going and improving, and then how Jared. What decisions does he make? How accurate is he? Defensively, I'm more focused on Troy Hill, because Troy Hill has been good, but on paper, Jalen Ramsey is a lot better, but Troy Hill has been better according to Pro Football Focus. So we'll see how that goes. Taylor Rapp has been one of the best rookies of the year, and to tell you the truth, I think he's been the rookie of the season for the Rams, but he's been one of the best rookies in all of the NFL in the safety position. And I'm actually going to make a Taylor Rapp video, which will be next, and also another Bobby Evans video after the Cowboys game. So let me know what you guys think about this game. Tell me the score. Tell me how you think the Rams are going to do. Tell me what do we have to do to win this game. Until next time, you guys, go Rams.